set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yards. Because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They come out here in the I.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready? Blue waiting. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Let's go now. Ready? Blue waiting. 5-0.
Here's Winston. Man open left side is Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Gun! Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 30!
Mayfield on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Leopard!
They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Watch number 29.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. A give. This is Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A toss play to Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Intended that time for Cooper. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mayfield keeps himself upright. And an alley to run. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Run!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. This is taken at the 23. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Winston. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Winston. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ready. White 25.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready. You ready. Let's go.
Now Jameis on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number 1 is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
First down, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left sideline. It's complete.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a third down. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mayfield on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Jameis now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, Winston going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
All right, here we go. Boom,
now a play fake here on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And again, it's Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Winston now. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and long for Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Radley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Green 39!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.